What's going on, guys? It's Dubs here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're on some Forza Horizon 2, and I'm going to talk to you guys about two dreams that I've had, and for some reason they were so memorable that I just wanted to make a video on them. So as you can see by the title, my literal dream car, because I dreamt about this specific car 2 nights in a row. It was so fucking weird, and it looked exactly like this. This is the FDRX7, as you can see, and I'm on Horizon 2 because I knew that in Forza you could get this thing to look very close to this, without the wing on the back, with the stock wheels on. It was specifically this version of the RX-7 as well. It didn't have like the facelifted front or anything, and it didn't have a wing at the back, except it did have the one single large exhaust on the back, and that was the only difference between this and the one that was in my dream. And it was so weird owning one. It was just such a good dream, and I've always loved this RX-7. It was always like just one of my favorite cars ever, like especially one of my favorite Japanese cars of all time. And it was completely stock in my dream as well, so it didn't have any sort of crazy mods. It did have, like I said, just one large exhaust on the back instead of the dual tipped that's on this thing right now. But it was like I owned it in like real life. I basically owned it, and I used it to drive around, you know, where I live. And for some reason I was still in college, and I ended up using it to go to college as well. I remember one of the times I drove home, and for some reason I stopped like halfway, or not halfway, but I stopped at like basically coming into my estate where I live. I ended up like just stopping on like the road just for some reason. I got out like with the door open still, and I just looked at the car and I was like, fuck, this is so nice. And those are like basic like parts that I just remember from the dream, and I was just that is so fucking funny, just dreaming about it. And also for some reason the brakes were really bad on the RX-7, and it didn't have power steering either, so that was the thing as well. I'm not entirely sure if the if like very early versions of the FD didn't have power steering, but I'm pretty sure that they did. But in my dream the car didn't have power steering, and the brakes were super mushy. And I was like, okay, as one of my first mods on this car is gonna be, I'm gonna have to actually change the brakes to something good, because the brakes on this are absolutely shite. So yeah, this is basically my literal dream car. Like, I actually dreamt about this car last night and the night before, and I honestly think that I really want one right now. I just want to buy one in real life. If I had like a proper job that I could have like a decent like income coming in, that I could actually get this thing right now, I 100% would. It's just I want one of these now, especially looking at like basically just looking like this. Like, I don't even want to change anything on it. I'll probably change some stuff on it in the future if I do end up getting one that looks like very stock. Like I've looked up, okay, so as I woke up this morning, I actually ended up looking up one of these for sale in Japan, and I found one that looks very close to this, except it has basically the OEM wing on the back, and that is pretty much the difference between this and the one that was in my dream. So they're not that expensive to buy. They're probably a little bit more expensive to own than it is to buy, because obviously the tax, insurance and stuff like that is gonna be a little bit high. But like I said, if I have a decent income, I don't have like a lot of expenses myself, but if I do end up having a decent income, I don't see why I shouldn't buy one of these things. At least owning it for a good while. Yeah, this is my literal dream car. I literally dreamt about this thing last night and the night before. The night before, I have no idea what I dreamt about with the car, but I do remember dreaming about it because I just went to sleep with the thought of it in my head, and that's probably like another reason why I ended up dreaming last night about it as well. Also, last night when I went to the shop, I saw a Silvia S15, very nice looking. I saw a Supra, very nice looking. It was orange though, so I didn't really like the color too much. But it had like a carbon fiber hood. It actually looked very nice overall, but the color I guess could have been a little bit different. Sounded so fucking good. And I saw a GTR, which is really weird, seeing all the cars in my area literally on that one night. I think I saw an M5 as well, but I can't remember which M5 it was right now. I don't know, but there's a bunch of M5s around in my area right now. We got a Supra here. I'm gonna chase him down. with my RX-7. Oh my god, it feels so weird. It just feels so weird driving this thing. But yeah, I definitely would adore to have one of these in real life. Are you kidding me? An RX-7? Oh, and I killed it. Rip RX-7. But yeah, that is pretty much the whole video that I want to make today. I needed to talk about it. Like, I wanted to just tell you guys about the stream because I couldn't have just written it out in a tweet or anything. I just wanted to actually tell you guys. So if you guys have any crazy dreams that you actually still remember, because that's why I really wanted to make this video as well, because I know for a fact that I would have forgotten this like a day later or something like that, but this was sort of like, I just remembered a dream literally from last night, so it was kind of cool that I was able to actually remember a dream, because you're not really like able to remember dreams. Some people are able to like remember every single dream. Some other people actually end up you know, having like an actual diary, so when they wake up and they still remember their dream, they actually write it down. I know people do that, but yeah, this was just still fresh in my mind. I wanted to just make a video on it and just tell you guys about it. So yeah, if you guys have any dreams that you can still remember, anything very interesting, tell me down in the comments below, because I'm actually interested in reading about it today. For some reason, I'm just interested in stuff like this right now. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and yeah, that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.